Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative. So I want to pose a question to you, and I'd like you to answer it down in the comment section. What does it mean to be creative? What does it mean when I say be creative? So pause and think about that a little bit and write your answer down in the comment section below. So I actually Googled it, and this is what AI says. To be creative means to use imagination and original thinking to produce new items, solutions, or works of art and value. It involves thinking outside the box to solve problems, express oneself uniquely, or generate fresh concepts in any field, from writing and art to science and business. It goes on to say, producing new and unusual items rather than just repeating existing ones. Applying creativity to find novel solutions to challenges, whether they are artistic or practical. And finally, balancing imaginative thought with focused execution. So this particular channel is actually my second channel. The first one is called, well, it used to be called Tappingflamingo, aka the Bohemian Hippie, but I changed it to recently to Making Jewelry with Tappingflamingo, because that's what it's all about. Making jewelry. So at one time, I kind of started branching out a little bit on Tappingflamingo and doing other crafts, but it just really didn't make a whole lot of sense. I wanted to keep that strictly all about jewelry. And that's when I decided to get channel number 2. And after a lot of flipping and flopping and trying to figure out exactly how I wanted to do that and what name I wanted to come up with, I thought, well, be creative, because that's actually what it's all about, is being creative. And that's in all aspects of life. Do you realize that every day, every one of us are being creative in one way or another? All of us have to come up with something to eat. So when we follow a recipe and sometimes we switch things around, or maybe we leave something out, or maybe, I don't know, you cook it differently in some way, we're being creative. I know a lot of you are crafty people. You like to sew. A lot of you are doll collectors, and you do things for your dolls. And y'all are really talented too. Of course, I have my beading people over here too. There's knitting and crocheting. And whether you realize it or not, every one of us are teachers. Now, I homeschooled my children. They're now adults, and they're homeschooling their children, my grandchildren. And it's interesting how we have to really be creative on how to do that, because all of us learn differently. You may have this particular person that may learn by reading. Some people, like me, learn by doing. And when you're teaching a group of people or children, you have to take that into consideration and kind of come up with different things to teach the same thing. Or I guess I should have said different ways to teach the same thing. There's probably a lot of you out there that play a musical instrument, or like to dance, or like to write poems or stories or even songs. That's very much being creative. Of course, painting and drawing, those are all part of being creative. You know, I've even made things out of pipe cleaners. That's pretty creative. AI mentioned about thinking outside the box. And one of the things I've done in that, thinking outside of the box, is making things out of old guitar strings. I've taken old, worn out strings, cleaned them up, and I've made jewelry, ornaments, keychains. Even ways we clean and organize our homes is being creative. For example, a long time ago, when I was a little girl, my dad made a bunch of these blocks here. And they've been at my mom's house, and I've noticed they were stashed in a closet, and she was starting to get rid of stuff. And I said, can I bring these home? They make great bookshelves for my grandchildren. And this right here, right there, is an old tomato crate. And it was found in a parking lot a long, long time ago. brought it home and cleaned it up. And again, I'm using it as a bookshelf. I'm actually using it to put school books in for our homeschool. That's being creative. Even the way you travel can be creative. I know sometimes when I go up to Tennessee to visit my husband's family, they live out in the country. We love to go out in the woods and gather stuff and use nature to make crafty items. For instance, here's something my husband found out in the woods to make a wreath. I'll actually leave a link to a video up above so you can click on that. That shows you some of the projects we've done. So anyway, my point is every single day we are being creative, whether we realize it or not. My goal for this channel is to bring out the creativity in all of us, for us to realize our creativity-ness. I don't think that's a word, but I'm being creative and I just made it up. I saw a quote, and I don't know who it's by, but I'm going to share it with you. Being creative means using your imagination and original thoughts or ideas for artistic or problem-solving purposes. I love that. So anyway, that's what my channel is all about, bringing out the creativity in all of us. Let me know how you like to be creative. Thanks for joining me, and y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with Be Creative, signing out for now. Bye-bye.